And a good Monday afternoon to you on this beautiful Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. This weather video driven by 802cars.com representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda, all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. I'm Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. Looking at the current conditions right now, and we have a weak area of lower pressure that's located up to the north of us. This is kind of transiting through, and this is bringing in a little bit of a frontal system with a few clouds across the Northeast Kingdom, northern tier areas, but this is all drying out as it does. It will reinforce the colder air for tomorrow, and this is playing a certain factor. Now, this is our storm system. This is the area of low pressure aloft at roughly about 18,000 feet or so at 500 millibars. And you can see the 500 millibar heights here. And with this ridge of higher pressure, and this is the main area, seeing temperatures that are sufficiently cold enough to produce freezing rain. Looking at the what's falling where, these red raindrops, that's freezing rain, ice pellets, and so forth. A little bit of snow on the back edge where the colder air is rotating in behind it. And this is quite the storm. It's going to be working in and arriving, it looks like, in our southwestern corner here, Bennington County, roughly about 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. So this is our area of precipitation just to the north of us that scoots on out of here later on tonight. And then during the morning hours, no issues at all. This is valid up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. This gets in here roughly about 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening for Tuesday evening. And so we can see the precipitation working on through is a little healthier than it has been, and that's a little bit of a note here. So we're into greater than 0.15 of an inch, and in the lighter greens, a little bit heavier down to the south of us. And this is valid 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. So running that, this is the way it looks. Interestingly, the storm system redevelops off Long Island coast, and then it takes a track to the south and east. Okay, this is our incoming precipitation. Just going back here, note that it's largely rain. As it gets a little further to the north and east, it runs into colder air, and that is indeed the evolution of this storm system from freezing rain to basically more and more snow. And this is a pretty good, healthy snowfall here. We're probably going to see somewhere around 5 inches in north central Vermont. Further closer to the border, probably less, maybe 2 or 3. And then down here, maybe as much as 6 inches along the spine of the Green Mountains. But this is where our wet snow loading potential is going to be in the far too southern counties of Vermont, potentially into Rutland and Windsor County. So something we'll be watching very carefully here. But this is the way it's set up. Now this is valid by Wednesday morning. The precipitation falling overnight, a little bit lighter to the north. There's a bit of a piece of it that kind of scoots on out of here. That's associated with the old low. And then the new low takes over and kind of holds the precipitation in place, but things do get lighter during the morning hours. That's valid through 1 o'clock in the morning. So 6-hour precipitation totals leading up. And then finally things clear on out, except for southeastern Vermont with just a few light flurries. There is a weak disturbance that moves through during the overnight period. And then it changes to rain showers. Note here as temperatures warm up aloft and down on the valley floors. And this is valid Thursday evening about 7 o'clock. So computer modeling has been jumping around a little bit. We'll see if it's going to start to consolidate. This is Kuchera, or using the snowfall total amounts with layers aloft with the best dendritic snow growth. And this is what we come up with basically by 7 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. And the strongest chances for snowfall over 6 inches will be down again in southern Vermont, along the spine of the Green Mountains. Maybe a little bit more eastern Vermont than, say, Rutland County, meaning Windsor County. And then you can see 4 inches approximately, 5 inches Morrisville, 4 inches Montpelier, and so forth. A pretty good fluff factor to this. Just to move it along here. So, storm's pretty much done as we get into Wednesday evening. This is looking at total precipitation melted of that snow that falls. You can see 3/10. Montpelier 4/10, 4/10, 3/10. So I'm saying under any kind of worries here for northern Vermont, and I think the southern counties, especially along the spine of the Greens into the Berkshires, a little east of the Berkshires, this area here could be the most problematic with a little bit of wet snow loading. Does not look like a big deal, but what I would call a low impact event, but something we'll definitely have to watch, and we'll be taking a long, good look at it as we get closer in time. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.